morning. As you can see, I'm at Banborough Castle. This is not my final destination for the weekend. The final destination is up towards Spittal, just below Berwick-upon-Tweed. But I left work yesterday at 4 o'clock. All my gear was already packed, excuse the backlight. All my gear was already packed. So I drove up to and pitched up at Barn at the Beal. I think I've pitched in the wrong spot, but hopefully I'll get away with it. Then I moved further down the beach and I noticed the patterns in the beach that you'll all be familiar with. You may be able to see that lead, oh, where we're going, that lead that way, and also just about lead toward the castle. I took some at hip height and then I took some at ground height. So I've got my camera right on the floor. It's probably, when in fact it is as far down as it can go, and I've overcomplicated things as I am apt to do. I've got it on a 3-shot bracket, and I'm also looking to stack it. I've focused as close as I can to the camera, and I've focused on the castle, and I'm hoping they'll stack in really well with the lovely textures on the sand. You've got a foreground body of water where the water runs down to the sea, and then you've got the glorious castle in the sky, and it's still, excuse me, as you can see, there are still some lovely clouds in the sky. It was forecast to be clear, so just goes to prove you don't have to believe what you see when you check the weather. I'll expose for the sky because that's where all the detail is. Critically, well, the patterns in the sand aren't running straight towards the camera, aren't running straight towards the castle. They are leading that way and the castle's over there, so you don't have true leading lines. Now, I've never been a real believer in leading lines. In fact, there are a lot of things in photography that I don't actually understand. The theory that if a leading line leans you out of the frame, you won't view it and you lose interest, to me is nonsense. It's the same with barriers, and I'll take an example of a fence. If there's a fence in the foreground, it'll block your eye from going into the scene. I just don't believe it. It's nonsense. It may be easier if there is a leading line that leans you straight to the sea, that leans you straight to the focal point, i.e. a stream. If you have a stream in the foreground that leads you straight to the focal point, then it's easier for the eye to read, but you're not going to go, oh, that stream leads my out of the my eye. That stream is my out of the scene. That stream is my eye out of the scene, so I'm going to ignore it. In the same way, when you see a fence, you are not going to look at the fence and go, "Oh, my eye won't go any further into the scene." I understand how it's easier. So that's what we've got. It's only 7:30. Breakfast doesn't start while 9 o'clock. All I've had in the last 24 hours is a piece of bread and some crisps, because I got too excited on Holy Island and missed my dinner at the Barn at Beal. So for today it's back for breakfast. I'm going to have a nice relax, and then I'm going to head up towards Spittal to liaise with Lynn, the lovely Lynn, and her new friend Maddie, the motorhome. I'm happy for her. So Lynn's the third of my friends who've got motorhomes recently, and I believe another 2 are going to get them. I won't until I retire. Anyway, catch you later guys, see ya.